Hello everyone! I am Surrendal the Awesome, and I'm back, and I'm ready to look at some r/facepalm. But before I get started, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and if I can't convince you, perhaps this picture of my cat here will convince you. Without further ado, let's get into this. So this first post here says, I don't have the heart to tell her that she's reading the results wrong. And, this person here says, at just 14 years old, my boy is already smarter than 90% of grown adults. This is what is possible when you raise your child chemical and vaccine-free, people. And, this person's, IQ results is, 80, and they are in the top 9.12 in terms of they're smarter than 9.12 people, and the IQ results. Your IQ is in the top 90.88%. In a room of 1,000 people, you'd be smarter than 91 of them. Yeah, this is gonna get a 50 out of 50 on the facepalm scale. Yeah, I think you need to read that again, slowly, because, yeah, that's, not very smart. The IQ results would go 80 in the being below average, 85 to 110 being average, so yeah. This next post here says, so close, yet so far away. And this person here says, my whole family is vaxxed and we still got the Rona. And this person here says, my friend wore a seatbelt and he still got into a car crash. And this person here says, well, I wish I could say this was an intelligent comment, but I can't. See, seatbelts were never meant to prevent a car accident, just reduce the risk of injury if you ever got into one. Yeah, I'm also gonna give this a 50 out of 50. Dude, seatbelts are really meant to make sure you don't become a projectile in a car crash. They're not exactly meant to prevent the car crash. The way how you can prevent a car crash is just by being aware of your surroundings and preferably not driving under the influence, okay? This next post here says, Battle of Cultures, and this person here says, if you're Irish and complain about Britain erasing your culture, but you can't even speak the language, / don't know S about Ireland before 1910, then just shut your K-hole, nobody cares. And, this person here says, them being Irish and not being able to speak the language / not knowing S about Ireland before 1910 is a direct result of Britain erasing culture. You goddamn vitamin D deficient circus clown. Yeah, I think they need to study history a little bit closer, and this here is getting a 45 out of 50. I mean, I think you really need to understand the effects of colonialism on culture, like in Ireland, for example, or the Irish potato famine, or them having to move to America to get, jobs and food and that kind of stuff, and also, just colonialism as a whole. This next post here says, I wonder why, lizard man. And, this post here says, a man covered his face with tattoos and turned his eyes black. He says it cost him his kindergarten teaching job. And, here's what it looks like. Yeah, dude, that kinda looks a little terrifying, I gotta say. And, yeah, I'm gonna probably give this a 40 out of 50. I mean, that looks really scary to customers, especially if it's children you're talking to, and, yeah. This next post here says, and over here we owly win, and, this here says, we'll gladly breed you, just ask. Okay, I think you really need to, spell check that again and, maybe figure out what that might come across as. I'm gonna have to give this a, 50 out of 50. I mean, this is just too good to be true. This next post here says, who's John? And, this question here says, each body cell of Tony carries 46 chromosomes. How many chromosomes are carried in each body cell of John's son? A, 23, B, 46, C, 47, and D, 92. What? What is the answer to this question? I mean, I'm getting more of the feeling that this is a trick question, and, I'm gonna probably give this a 50 out of 50. I really think that this is where somebody just didn't read this out correctly, or maybe didn't take it themselves or practice it to make sure it made sense to people. This next post here says, "What are vaccines for?" And this person here says, "My point was that the plague disappeared without a vaccine." Yeah, because people died, you uneducated potato. Yeah, I'm gonna give this a 50 out of 50. I think these anti-vaxxers need to go back to school and maybe study the Black Death to figure out just how many people it killed. Because it killed like a third of Europe, at least an estimated third of Europe, and basically destroyed all of the feudal system, and yeah. This next post here says, just a pressure washer review, and this person here says, I am trying to wash my deck with the white nozzle, less power than a hose with the nozzle on it. I then tried the turbo nozzle, and that was a joke. It did not pick up the pieces of any twigs carried up on the deck by my dogs, or any dirt, or anything else. The first time I ordered from Works that I was 100% dissatisfied. It was just a little rainfall on the deck, and not at all what I expected. Edit. Please delete my comment above. My dog had disconnected the power first time I'm using it, and then I noticed it. I plugged it back in and it works great. Loads of power. I'm going to enjoy using it to finish up my deck, and then I'm going to move on to my garage floor. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, that does happen. I mean, I could see this happening, and I'm going to probably give this a 40 out of 50. Sure, you probably should check that, maybe to see if it worked, but, yeah, I am going to forgive you because, it could happen. This next post here says, unprofessional, offensive behavior, including blatant racism from moving company in Hamilton, New Zealand. And, this person, 1 star, called for a quote. He seemed offended and he said that he will charge what he charges. Okay, at least a ballpark range could work. When I told him if I could get an idea of the cost, he started swearing and being quite vulgar. Told him that is not a way to speak to someone inquiring about his business and hung up. True. Horrible way to talk to a potential customer, and he was the first person I had called in what a sour mood as well. A very rude person, did not recommend this person this disrespectful on the phone, and kept going even when I told him I was going to hang up and I don't want to ruin his day or mine. Probably was still ranting after I hung up. Horrible experience. Edit. He called me after this review and he said that he was going to leave it in my hands to remove this review. Wow. So he's just going to threaten you? Huh. Then was going off at me again about my one-sided story because he answered the call at 5:30 p.m. and was ready to book me in. Proceeds to swear again and then tries to bully me into removing my review or it's in your heads. But he might do something if I don't. What, is he gonna get the mafia on you? Seriously, not a way to handle business. An easy apology and please remove your review would have gotten the job done. Instead, he decided to go ahead and call me and attack me. And the response from the owner, you sound like an Indian. What? Dude? No. Straight away at 5:30 p.m. on a Friday, even thinking about what kind of curry I'm gonna cook up, I lost interest in talking with you, you emotional peddle. I think you're an emotional peddle, mate. And, this person here says, dropped my furniture. One of the movers bled all over my beds, overcharged for 3 hours moving when they did 2, failed to contact us or pay dry cleaning bill as promised for the beds, which they haven't been fixed by dry cleaning and are now ruined. Would never recommend. Response from the owner. Must have forgotten to mention I discounted you $500 to pay for everything. Must have forgotten that part, huh? Well, that's like saying that, oh yeah, I taught your kid how to play baseball, but, I'm gonna discount you, $600 because I kinda chopped his arm off in the process. And, this person here says, would never use again. And, response from the owner. Ha ha. And, the person down here says, if you want a mover with a side of racism, blank is your guy. And this person here says, would not recommend. And this person here says, if you read this attached review and you still want to deal with this racist, well, that's on you. Edit. Yeah, mate, it's sabotaging yourself. And the response from the owner, sabotage. Okay, I have to give this a 50 out of 50. Dude, this is a better way to get people to not want to do business with you. I think with that, that's going to do it for today. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.